It's hard to say this, and it's hard to be that unkind, particularly as you're coming up to this particular season over here in the United Kingdom. It's all about glad tidings, goodwill to all men, isn't it? But quite frankly, let me tell you, no senior members of the British monarchy have a desire, or indeed the will, to sit through Christmas with Harry and Meghan. Let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. As ever, thank you so much for joining me. Glad you've enjoyed some of the recent videos. In fact, the fun video regarding Mickey Rooney, Ronald Reagan, and Jayne Mansfield. I know, what a terrific thing. When he told me that, you do kind of think afterwards, yes, it does kind of look a little bit more rehearsed now. But at the time, we were a bit stupid, weren't we? Nobody had any idea that this sort of thing went on. Jayne Mansfield, as you know, loved publicity, would do anything for publicity. And as Mickey Rooney pointed out, she knew also that Marilyn Monroe was in the audience and wanted to do something to upstage her. Battling blondes, never get in the way of those, eh? Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. This story, really is about festivities. Normally it was a time when our late monarch was around to get all the family together, as you know. She received many people, had a staff Christmas party at Buckingham Palace. It was kind of like the start of everything, wasn't it? Right now, of course, we look forward to Carols at Christmas, that wonderful event that's been organised by Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and televised, as I told you recently, around the world. A huge success for her. I think it's just a terrific idea. It kind of gives us a warmth, a start to our festivities, which are and should be about being a Christian country, celebrating the birth of Christ, whatever people think about it being a money-making scheme. But what do you do if you've fallen out with your family big time? In fact, they started the beginning of the year trashing you in a book and have continued to do so throughout the year. Do you invite them? Well, as we know, Meghan Markle, no desire to come back even for any Christmas festivities alongside senior members of the British monarchy. She simply would have no desire to offer a curtsy to His Majesty the King or indeed Queen Camilla, let alone the Prince and Princess of Wales. But obviously they have to offer an invite, they have to show willing. But as a source told me, nobody really wants them there because they know that they will just steal the limelight. There will be tricks, there will be sort of photographs. It would turn into the Harry and Meghan show. And this is the problem that Harry and Meghan have now done by their own default. They've made it incredibly difficult for them to be seen as part of a family, part of a unit. It's them turning up, making sure they garner as much publicity as possible. If you saw the recent stuff, for instance, with Prince Harry at the Grand Prix, it was all about him. He loves the publicity. He craves it, even though they claim we don't like the media, they're intrusive, we want privacy, all of that nonsense. Well, they're going to get it because obviously they won't want to come over to London and certainly will not want to feel the frost, quite literally, of other senior members of the British monarchy. But this is where they're at. How do they really connect in the future? And perhaps, as many people have told me who work inside the palace, senior members would, at a point, welcome back Prince Harry, particularly for an extended stay and an opportunity to lay down a chat and some rules. But the duo together? Apparently not. Must be difficult to find you're not welcomed by your own family on such a wonderful time of the year, as Bing Crosby famously sang. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.